Maharashtra now still continues to remain the worst hit by coronavirus, with at least 8,000 cases that have been reported, amounting to 30% of the COVID cases across the country now. The state witnessed 440 cases and 19 deaths in the last 24 hours. COVID-19 death toll in Maharashtra has mounted to 342. Mumbai remains the worst hit city in Maharashtra, recording over 5,400 cases and over 200 deaths alone. So far, more than 100 police personnel have tested positive for COVID-19 in the state of Maharashtra. 2 of them even lost their lives. After that, Gujarat is the second worst hit state in the country. Gujarat has witnessed 230 new cases just yesterday, taking the tally of confirmed cases in the state to above 3,300. The COVID death toll in the state stands at 151, with 18 deaths being reported on Sunday itself. Ahmedabad, with over 2,000 cases, accounts for over 66% of the total cases in the state. Let's quickly go over to Tanushree Pandey joining us live from Mumbai. Tanushree, take us through what's happening in Mumbai, the worst hit state in the country now. They are carrying out rapid testing, but what are those sensitive areas, if you can highlight?
That's right, Nabila. If we talk about the figures in the state of Maharashtra, the picture is not good at all for the state of Maharashtra. In fact, right now, if we talk about the total number of positive cases of COVID-19, it stands at 8,068 cases, out of which Mumbai alone is accounting for more than 5,000 cases. And other than that, there are more than 1,000 containment zones only in the city of Mumbai. So if we talk about the lockdown extension, what is expected is that in all likelihood, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray is going to at least extend the lockdown post 3 May, at least in 3 of the hotspots of Maharashtra, which is Pune, Thane and Mumbai, because the cases are continuously on a rise and the slum problem, especially in Mumbai, is adding up to this pandemic. Mostly slums, Dharavi and Worli-like area have been declared as red zones, and most of the containment and the quarantine facilities are in those areas. So yes, that remains to be a ticking time bomb for the state of Maharashtra. So as far as the lockdown relaxation is concerned, let's not expect too much from the state of Maharashtra at this point in time, Nabila, because honestly the state cannot afford to go back to the square one, because after the 40-day lockdown, the numbers have slightly started to improve. But if we completely end the lockdown on the 3rd of May, then everything is going to go back to the square one. So the state of Maharashtra cannot afford at that point of time. At this point of time, and also keeping the economy in mind, the Maharashtra state government has given a leeway to the construction activities. They can start the construction work with 50% of their workforce. They have also asked the small enterprises in some of the rural areas and outskirts and the agriculture sector and industry to stay open with social distancing norms. So the
red zones continue to be under stringent lockdown norms, we understand. Tanushree, do be safe yourself. Please do take care. We understand Maharashtra is battling this crisis quite effectively, but unfortunately, as much as they are testing, that many cases are also coming positive.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.